Hi everyone. Today we wanted to make a video to go over the new group ride feature that BRP has introduced on the Ski-Doo snowmobiles in 2026. This can also be retroactively installed on any of the 10 1/4 inch gauges on the Gen 5 deep snow sleds. So with that, we'll be going over how to set up a group, what the different symbols mean on the map screens, and we will also go over common problems and questions that we're getting on the 10 1/4 inch gauge regarding installing the group ride module, downloading maps, and with map features not showing up. So first of all, the unit has to be outside to be able to get GPS signal. We've tried this several times inside a building and you just cannot get GPS signal. So once you're outside and the sled is running, or you're using the OTA tool like we are, the gauge will power up, and once it connects to the satellites, this is the type of map that you'll get. So just for an overview, we have the center button to put you back at the center of the screen. We have a north lock button right here, or a track up button right there. You can zoom in and zoom out on the screen right here. And then over here, you'll see this new button with two silhouettes of people. And that is what you'll press to start a group. So once you press that, it's going to just give you a disclaimer saying your position is going to be able to be seen by any other vehicle that has a GPS with the Ski-Doo GPS. It'll say share position. You'll choose your initials, and then you'll see that it will automatically give your dot a color here based off of the initials that you've chosen. You cannot change the color of your dot. It's based off of the letters you choose. And you say done. Then you can say create a group or join a group. So if we press create a group, it will give us a 4-digit code, and that's what we give to the other riders in our group so that they can join our group. So I'll just back out of that created group, and now I'm going to join another group that I've already got set up on another unit here. So I'll type in that 4-digit code. I'll say join, and then you'll see that other unit has just popped up right on the screen. So I am the blue triangle. The other unit is the dot behind it. So any colored dot on your screen signifies somebody that is in your group and a position that you can see. A white dot represents a white circle with letters in it, signifies a person who was in your group but who you no longer have their current location. You've been disconnected from them because of distance. And then the other kind of dot you'll see on the screen is a black circle with initials. And a black circle is somebody that's never been in your group before, or not in your current group now, but that your GPS can see their position. And here you'll see the different things we can turn on and off. You can turn it on and off the display of your altitude, the scale in the corner, your breadcrumbs or tracks, and you can get to your group settings through pressing that button. If you want to change your initials, you can press initials and change what your initials are. You can delete your tracks or your breadcrumbs. And that is the main screen options. You can see now I've disconnected the other unit and see how it is now it's a white circle with initials in it. So it cannot see its current location, even though it was in the group, but it's not currently active on being able to get a location from it. Some of the problems and questions that we're getting about the group ride module are about the maps. So to download the maps, we have a previous video of that, but you go to preferences. You'll want to connect to a good Wi-Fi signal, and that's very important to make sure you have a very good Wi-Fi signal. Then you come to maps and you say add a new region. You go through your regions and find it, and then you say download update. So it is extremely important that you have a very good Wi-Fi signal, that you have a charger on the battery, and we have found that we get the best luck when we try to download one map at a time. When we try to do multiple areas at once, it seems to take a very long time. So for us, we just kind of download one at a time. The other thing that we've noticed is that people have had questions about is map features. So sometimes even when the map is downloaded and in the gauge, you won't see contour lines or other features. And so what you have to do is reset the gauge to factory settings, and what that will do is erase the cache out of the gauge. And doing this will not get rid of your maps or offload any of your maps. But what it does, like I said, is it erases the cache so that you can then see your contour lines in your maps. Another important thing to do is if you're installing the GPS module yourself, you have to make sure your gauge is up to date. The latest version is v4.0.2, and the group ride module will not work unless your gauge has that software in it, and that's as of today. Another question we get is regarding installing the group ride module in 2023 newer units with the 10.25 inch gauge. And there's a couple of very important things that have to happen to make group ride work. One is obviously you have to install the module. And then the other thing that has to happen with the module is it has to be programmed. The frequency has to be set within the module by a BRP dealer so that it can see and be seen by other group ride modules. The other thing that has to happen, the third thing, is you have to have at least version 4.0.2 in your gauge. That's the current software version right now, and without that version, group ride will not work. So while we've covered some of the specifics for just the sleds, all of the map operation portions also apply to the other BRP vehicles that have the group ride module, including the new Defender or the Maverick R or anything with the 10.25 inch screen with the group ride module. The time in these gauges is also set by using the GPS module and then changing the time zone. So if you see that your time is incorrect, make sure that it's connected to satellites and then that your time zone is correct in the preferences page on the gauge. That's all we have for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call. Our number is 435-783-4718, Weller Recreation in Kamas, Utah. Thanks.